Welcome back. Now, Walking with Tigers is an unconventional look at LSU sports. It's a collection of stories that focuses on the people, not the games. And here to talk about the book that went on sale this week is author Jeffrey Marx. And good morning, Mr. Marx.
Good morning to you.
And he went from ball boy to Pulitzer author. And I want to ask you exactly what made you focus on the LSU Tigers?
Well, I moved to Louisiana 8 years ago, and I've been told I'm a little bit geographically challenged. I grew up in New York. I went to school in Chicago. I lived most of my adult life in Washington, D.C. Then I had the good fortune to meet a beautiful lady from Thibodaux, Louisiana, and ended up in Baton Rouge. So gravitated toward the world of LSU sports, really fell in love with the people and the places and the things that go on around that program, and decided to do some stories.
And I think what people are going to love about this book is, you know, it's LSU football, but it's the people that are actually playing the game. You go into their stories. Who are some of the people you focused on?
Well, in football, you've got Burt Jones from the 1970s. You've got a young guy named Leonard Fournette, who I think a few people have heard about now.
You guys know who he is?
And Leonard's wonderful. His story, this is a great example of what you were talking about. They're not your normal sports stories. I don't write much about football with Leonard. I write about the person. I started spending time with him his senior year in high school in order to do his chapter. So really a wonderful look at the human being away from the field of play and the type of person that he is.
That's awesome, because while you're watching the game, it's kind of like you build a connection with the athlete now. And what are some of the, is there a story you can share with us, kind of give us a little preview of what the book's about?
Yeah, well, it's not so much one story, the overview really. What was given to me was time and trust and kindness, and in return for that, being able to get this inside look at so many people in their lives, I really felt a responsibility to share those stories in a way with integrity and with humanity and with passion and purpose, and that's what I think I brought to those chapters.
And you actually released your book, I believe it was last night. You had a book signing. How did that turn out? It's
been wonderful. You know, Walk-On's Bistro and Bar now here in Shreveport, and also Business First Bank statewide. They're sponsoring a tour that I'm doing, a Books to Schools program to be able to reach young people. I'm a big believer that sports is the most powerful platform in America when used properly. What a way to reach and teach young people with messages, and that's what we're trying to do with the book as well.
I love that. And where can people get the book? Where can they purchase it?
Walk-Ons here in town, but also, of course, Barnes & Noble and Amazon, all the normal book distributors.
All right. Well, it's definitely something, a book you're going to want to check out. I just want to see how many pages is this guy? Is it something, is it a quick read for us here? Just shy of 300 pages. So there's a lot of stories in here. You're definitely going to want to check it out. Thank you so much.
Great being with you. Thank you.
And we want you to stick around, because meteorologist Patrick Dennis is back with a full check of your forecast after the break.